Welcome and good morning, evening, good night, afternoon, summer solstice, whatever the hell, random county.
Summer solstice.
Well, we're past that, but you know.
Are we? I don't know.
We're in the heat of summer. God, it's hot. But thank you, Random County, for joining us. I am your host. The snoring that keeps you awake at night.
The what?
The snoring that keeps you awake at night.
Oh, you fucking egg.
And I am joined by
Christ.
the always awesome Spooky Suki.
Hi. Yeah, your snoring is ass, by the way.
I don't know. Well, I would like to say that I've never been drawn out of sleep by my own snoring, but it actually has happened.
Yeah. Well, okay. So, like, the weird thing about your snoring is it's like just fucking all over the place. So you'll just be snoring away and not move a single inch, and it'll just suddenly stop. And it's like, what?
Is he dead?
What is happening right now? And then it'll like vary in volume too. Well, so sometimes it's like tolerably, like I can wear earplugs and it's fine. But then other times it's so loud it leaks through my earplugs that I have.
So it's not even like consistent to the point where like you can drown it out. Like it'll just become white noise over time.
Yeah, no. No consistency.
So I'm annoying in my sleep as well.
All over the fucking place.
Oh.
It is not like, because you were on your side, I think, the first time I yeeted the pillow at you. So it's not even like you were laying on your back, so I couldn't even like flip you over to make it stop. You were already on your side.
just kill this dude already. God damn it.
Yeah, I don't know. It was interesting.
So I mean, lesson learned. Keep in my own damn room, I guess.
Well, no, I'll just bring my my festival earplugs instead of my jelly ones. I don't know. I've never actually like tried them sleeping, so I don't know if that would work.
Oh, yeah, if they're comfortable not to.
So next trip we all go on, I'll have to take those ones.
Oh, well, apparently it wasn't that great for your boy either. He wasn't.
Oh yeah, he was pissed. He's like, "What the fuck?"
He's always on a hair trigger.
Because like he snores, but his are like actually makes sense. Unlike somebody else's. Oh god. But yeah, like we could go into more of that trip, I guess. The rest of that trip.
Oh yeah, we recorded at the beginning of that whole trip. I think that day we had just gone to Worlds.
No, we had gone to both days.
Well, yeah, but yeah. The second day we just went to Oceans.
I mean, I went to Worlds.
I mean, I did too. Yeah, we're on Patreon.
Oh, God.
Which, I think the only reason why you wanted to go on that one was just to hear me scream.
Oh, yeah, it's hilarious. I laugh the entire time. Like, everyone else is, like, screaming right along, and I'm just like...
No.
Which is fantastic.
Patriot's a lot of fun. It's almost, like, too short, though. Like, it feels like it goes way quick.
Yeah. I almost wish it went slower, which is weird. Like,
but, I mean, there's so much that happens. It's like...
Yeah.
I mean, that's half the thrill. Is like you can't even recover from the first thing that happens to you, and you're already like diving into like the next move.
Yeah.
Like the first drop goes right into a loop. It's like, okay,
here we go. That's how. So we would go to Adventureland all the time when I was a kid, which is in Des Moines, Iowa, and that's how like my favorite roller coaster went. You would go up the thing, and you would go and you would do 2 loops right away, and they took it down. It was called the Dragon, and there you placed it with this other shitty looking thing called the Dragon Slayer, and I'm still angry about it. Like I looked that up when we got back because I was like, that'd be fun to do that maybe next year or some other time. And I saw that like they took the Dragon wasn't on the list anymore, and I was like, what in the hell? So I like looked it up, and yeah, it got replaced by the Dragon Slayer. And I'm still pissed about it. So it's been a week.
So now you know my sadness of when they took down the Orient Express.
No, I have no idea what that looks like.
You never on the Orient Express.
And it was weird that they had like Orient Express merch still.
Yeah. And where the Patriot is in like the Asia part of Worlds of Fun. It's like
If that's not the most American thing ever, I don't know
well,
what.
no, like the American side isn't even near there. The American side is like by the like the Timberwolf.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Putting like an American thing in the Asian section.
Well, no. Well, yeah, I mean Pearl Harbor. But no, like even like adjacent to the Asian section is like the Central European section. Like that's where like the German part is. And, you know, it's like you're not even close.
Yeah. And then I went on the Skyhawk, which is the
big swing,
the 301 foot tall swing thingy, and that was really cool because you could see for miles and miles. So that one was neat. I was a big fan of that one.
Yeah, that's higher than the top of the Mamba.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. The Skyhawk is the tallest ride. What else did we do? Shit.
You got that really cool Tokyo shirt from the gift shop.
Oh yeah, I got a Tokyo shirt.
Yeah, even though you have too many T-shirts as it is.
I do. I'm trying to get cute clothes now, and it's I don't know.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there's a comment saying is it drugs? No, it's better than drugs. It's from Japan.
No. Okay, moving on. What did we do?
Did you not take fucking notes?
We went to. I thought I would remember. It's only been a week.
No, it's been like a week and a half.
No.
Okay.
We went to IKEA and bought a rug and some other shit.
I got a brick of coffee.
Yeah. Did you try it yet?
I haven't tried it yet because I wasn't done with my the current coffee that I had.
Is it like instant coffee or is it like actual just ground coffee?
It's ground coffee. Like I thought it was gonna be like like the old school like brick of tea.
Yeah.
And it had like chip part away. That's what I thought it was. But no, it's actually just super compact and then vacuum sealed.
Oh, so once you open it, it'll just turn into regular coffee.
Yeah, this is ground coffee.
That's not as
like
fun.
I thought it was actually like a brick of coffee they had like chip off.
Man, that'd be cool.
Well, part of the label says enjoy your second cup, which second cup coffee is actually a thing. It's used grounds. Mm-hmm. Usually it's used for flavors and things like cakes or pastries.
Yeah.
But I was like, wait, so, I mean, it's IKEA. It's like, oh, so they're recycling coffee grounds. Like, it would make sense to me. But no, it appears to be just regular coffee grounds. But it smells amazing.
I've been meaning to get a brick of tea because they're supposed to last for
a long time.
eons because that's what they used to do back in the day, basically. So, yeah, when you think about, I don't know if we've talked about that on here or not, or if we've just talked about that where the Boston Tea Party was a big deal because it was like decades worth of tea getting thrown into the
and
harbor.
it was like 5 boxes of tea, but it was a year's supply.
Yeah, like it was a shit ton of tea. I cannot get this open.
Bro.
Jesus Christ. Here.
No, you're not doing the leverage right.
And then we went to the Asian store in Omaha, which was dope. I got a lot of awesome things, like some mushroom ramen bowls that I've been meaning to get. I forgot to get the spoons, though, and that really irks me.
Oh, the actual like Japanese soup spoons.
Yeah, the soup spoons. But I made ramen. What's the character name? But I made that instant ramen today, and it was quite good. Put some salmon with it.
Supermax was very, very excited to get his authentic udon.
Yeah. He was also excited about his IKEA stuff.
Yeah. He had never been IKEA. He had never been the giant Asian market, so it was like first for him, but things that he fit right into.
Yeah.
He ended up getting a really cool hourglass, and he says he uses it at work.
Yeah.
When someone comes to ask him a question, he flips it. It's like you have 1 minute.
You have this much time now. So a thing that I noticed when we were driving back from Kansas City, and something that I've noticed about a lot of other states is they have trees really close to the road.
Yeah. For some reason, I noticed that too.
Yeah.
But I think... So Kansas City is right in the Missouri Valley.
Well, so I think a lot of other places are actually that way. Just we don't because of fields. That's why we don't have it.
Oh, that actually makes sense.
Yeah, because we have so many open fields. We're not going to have a shit ton of trees right next to the road.
Well, and back in the day, before the white man came, Nebraska actually didn't have any native tree species.
Yeah.
Because the buffalo were so abundant that they would actually they would eat and trample saplings. So there was literally no trees in the state. So like all trees are less than 200 years old in the state.
Yeah.
Well, probably less than 300 years old. But there, like in KC, there's a big confluence of rivers there. So there's the Missouri that then flows into the Kansas, and then goes across. The Missouri River cuts across Missouri to get to the Mississippi. So there's actually a huge like fertile area there. So trees can grow a lot easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, just even like just the random growth there is like okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, like driving down the interstate at 7 miles an hour and like the trees are like right at the shoulder. It's like, hey guys.
Like, I think I noticed that about, like everywhere else has that, I feel like, except for us. Because even like Colorado has that, and...
Well, Colorado's got mountains out against the interstate.
Yeah, but they also, like, they have trees up against the roads and shit. Streams. Yeah. Something besides open nothingness. Which is what we have.
I don't know. There's something... I still think there's something romantic about like the whole green ocean driving through Nebraska, but that might just be me.
Yeah, no, it's boring. I don't know. To me, it's boring. But we've lived here forever, so it's kind of dull. I'm sure it's maybe fun and exciting for someone who's never been here, but also probably not because.
No, when I used to work at the gas station in Kearney, Nebraska, which is smack dab in the middle of the state, so it's kind of cool because you get a lot of like travelers from different places. I can't remember where the hell this middle-aged couple was from, but they were on like a cross-country tour, and you know the joke was, it's on I-80, so it's literally the most boring part of the state because it's the flattest, and the least visually appealing. But they actually found fascination in like, wait, these are fields? Like these are someone's fields that they have to like tend? Like the fact that the fields are so huge and so expansive and like are the same crop to them, that was absolutely insane.
Wow. Okay. So that's kind of cool. So that we did all of that traveling, and then this weekend I did more traveling, which is why we're doing this on Monday instead of Friday, because I left on Thursday night and went to up the bottom part of the state. Literally almost.
Right near the Kansas border.
Yeah, we were like a mile from the Kansas border. And we were helping build a house, so that's fun. It was almost like a mini camping trip to me, because we were staying in the camper.
Yeah, you guys were staying in the camper.
Yeah.
Did you find some frogs?
Yeah, there was so under the awning of the camper, there's a like rope of lights.
Yeah.
LED lights. And the frogs have figured out that if you climb up the side of the camper and sit by the light,
because that's where all the bugs.
There's going to be a lot of bugs you can eat.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, that was fun. And that's what I would do sometimes, like towards the end of the day, I would just sit out in one of the chairs and watch the frogs run. There was this one little idiot who kept climbing on the light and then losing his footing.
Oh no.
And falling onto like the table stuff. So all of a sudden, like you would just like see him doing the struggle, and then all of a sudden you would hear a thunk. It's like, oh no. The first time it happened, I was like, oh god, is he okay? That was a long fall for a little guy. And I went over there and he just hopped right back up and started going back up again. And I was like, dude, you're gonna give yourself brain damage. But they probably weigh so little it doesn't like matter. I don't know.
No, that actually is a thing. Squirrels, with how much they weigh and basically their terminal velocity, squirrels can't take fall damage. Like a squirrel will not die from a fall of any height because their terminal velocity is less than what it would take to kill them.
God, I still feel like it would hurt though.
Well, no, it would probably hurt.
Like even the little frog guy, I'm like, oh man. But he kept doing it. And I was like, you're beyond help. You're just an idiot at this point. And he was the only one that would do it. And I was like, bruh. Yeah, so that was fun. And then we did some thrifting. I forgot to show you my cool plates that I got.
Oh.
And then I got some like authentic leather gloves from Rome.
Dude.
For like $2.
Nice.
Just because like the thumb had like a hole in it or something.
Like are they like cold weather gloves? Are they driving gloves? Are they work gloves? Like
they're more like driving gloves.
Okay, so they're still pretty thin, but it's still enough to where you can actually stitch it through.
Yeah, I'll have to show you them. What else did I get? I got an old Eagles CD.
Oh, like the Eagles. I was like,
Eagles.
The football team?
No. And then I got some like really old Chinese wooden chopsticks that were still in the box.
Oh, dope.
So I'll have to show you those too.
Nice. Do you know if they're lacquered or not, or have you opened them?
I looked at them for about 5 seconds and I put it back in the box. So I was like, I don't know if I'm actually going to use these or just keep them around as like...
Yeah, it's just like kind of...
You could tell they're really
piece.
old. So that was cool. That was about it though. Oh, I found a cool skirt that I can't quite figure out. There's no tag on it. So I'm like... And it's like, it feels...
the skirt?
It feels like really nice. And the pockets are sewn shut. So I'm trying to figure out if it's like a really nice skirt or if it's just like something somebody made. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to show you that too.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was a fun and dandy weekend. There was a lot of driving, but then I came back and played D&D.
Yeah. God damn it.
Where I'm going to be a mushroom for the next...
No,
for the foreseeable future.
We actually rolled your character a little bit more correctly this time. Yeah. So you're not... Because the stat block you were working with was a monster that we would come across.
Yeah, so you would have to like murder it.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like very squishy, something just...
An actual character.
Yeah. So basically, we re-rolled you into a fighter's companion.
Yeah.
So basically, you're my character's companion is how it's kind of working out.
I'm a mini warrior with a teacup hat.
Yes, and
a knife that's a sword for me.
No, it's a great sword.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. So I think the way that we're gonna have to be playing that out is you ride on me into battle because my character's a centaur.
Yeah.
And you'll just attack from me.
Yeah,
like I'll be our movement because your movement also sucks. Your movement is 5.
It's 5. I'm not moving anywhere very fast.
Yes, and our DM tried to kill us all. Jerk.
Well, okay, so I wasn't too worried because I have that second wind thing now. Mm-hmm. So I probably could have made it out. But it would have been a bummer if, like, everybody else died.
No, like, oh shit, we don't have a name for him anymore. Well, the guy who's playing Fiddlesticks.
Oh yeah, Fiddlesticks.
If had he not ended the battle then, my character would have actually died.
Oh.
Like not like died and then, you can just like give him a potion but back to life. No, like would have been dead.
Dead. Yeah.
Like, damn it.
Hey, what do you do when your character is dead, but nobody else is?
You roll a new character.
Oh.
You start over.
Oh. That's ass.
Well, I need to come up with a name for him. But the guy who was playing Fiddlesticks, in our previous campaign, he was an Aarakocra, which is like a bird person. Like their anatomy is like an angel, so they have arms and legs, they also have wings. But then they're very like avian. He, I want to say he was like a rogue, but he went out to like investigate something that was happening and got destroyed by like an army of bad guys.
Oh,
like
God.
like insta dead.
Yeah.
Like in one attack, and he was like, shit, because he bought like a mini. Like that's the mini that he uses.
Oh no.
And he's like, well, I still want to be this Eric Coker character. So then he re-rolled another character that was the same class. That was the brother of the dude that died.
Oh no.
And so he was a sorcerer, I do believe. Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, if your character dies and your DM lets you like still be part of the campaign, you just re-roll another character.
Because I was gonna say, like, at the moment I have the everlasting character
Yeah, we made it so like you
Yeah.
will always be there if you want to
Yeah,
be.
because I always have like spares running around.
Because you're a mushroom.
No, I'm a series of mushrooms.
Yeah.
I'm a growth of mushrooms. But yes, so that's been fun and dandy. God, what else I have? Oh, why do you think people have the urge to build tall things? That was one thing I thought about when we were in Kansas City and we saw like the downtown skyline. I was like, why do we build tall things? Why do we do that?
Well, because of all of the things, the biggest is the most unmistakable. Like being the biggest and the loudest, the most people, it's an influence thing. Did you ever play like King of the Hill?
No.
As a kid?
I was too sickly and slow.
Yeah, okay, so that's why I don't get it. Like being on top, and seeing everyone else below you means that you're better than everyone else.
I mean, I like climbing things.
Yeah.
But like,
well,
if somebody was like
climbing what type of things?
Yeah, whatever.
No, it makes a difference. Like if you're running up a hill or if you're like climbing a mountain.
Oh no, there's no running up hills here. There's no running here.
No, but like there's a big difference between like hiking up a mountain and riding an elevator to the top of a skyscraper and seeing down. Because like
I have to sneeze.
Huh? You got it.
Oh shit. Okay. I like both, or like climbing trees and shit like that.
Yeah, but like when you're climbing a tree or climbing a mountain, there's a part of like, oh, this is a piece of nature. It's not definitely like a part of me. I'm a part of whatever's around me. If you're riding an elevator to the top of a skyscraper, it's something someone built.
Yeah.
So there's a human aspect of it there. And so
I don't know. I feel like
you can't conquer a skyscraper because someone has already done it. Like you can conquer a mountain. Like, you can climb to the top of a mountain and feel, some type of like, yeah, about it. But going to the top of a skyscraper, there's no reward in climbing stairs.
Plus that's exercise, climbing stairs. I don't know. I feel the same for both, I suppose. I don't have a different feeling for one versus the other. It's just like, ooh, tall things. I can look at more things. More things to look at. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, though. But I've always wondered that. It's like, why?
Why would you build tall things?
Why do we do that?
Well, because if you build wide things, and it's like, well, okay, we're still here. We're still here. We're still here.
Yeah, it's just, it's more of the same.
Yeah, whereas if like if you build a tall thing and you climb to the top of the tall thing, it's like, look at all these people who are down here and I am up here.
I think that's more of a you thing there, buddy. I just like seeing all the other things around. I don't look at the people. I don't give a shit about the people. You've got a complex, sir.
I don't know. Maybe it's like a trait of like toxic masculinity, because the thing that I wanted to say was like, have you ever peed off the top of something and felt powerful?
No. I have not, in fact, peed off of something tall.
I highly recommend it.
I don't know if you know this, but it's a little harder for us people of my gender to pee off of things.
Well, I have a friend. She was a guest on our podcast, and she can tell you exactly how to do it.
Nope, I'm good. I'm too clumsy for that. I will fall the fuck off and die. Break every single bone in my body.
Wait, I thought it was either you or the Terminator that like there was some festival you were at, and the line to the girls' restroom was like way stupid long, and the guys' restroom like wasn't that long, and you ended up peeing at urinals.
Yeah, that's different though. There's no risk there. You just fall on the floor and feel dirty.
Okay.
That's not risky. That's fine.
Okay.
You can just pee in a sink too. That's fine too. I like it. None of those are risky. You can pee in the woods. That's fine. The only risky thing there is poison ivy and a bad time.
That's why you pack out your own toilet paper.
But no, like peeing off the tall things, nope, that ain't gonna happen.
Okay.
I will fall. So I will not attempt. Because I know how that will go.
I have a correction to make.
Oh, God.
When I was talking to the Anti-Karen about the video game that she should play, that's the horror video game, I kept saying...
you kept saying Dead by Daylight.
I kept saying Dead by Daylight, and that is incorrect. The game...
I thought so, but I was like, don't actually know either, so I'm not going to say anything.
None of the peanut gallery was chiming in either, but the game that I'm actually thinking of is Until Dawn.
Yeah. Because I was going to say, the one you were explaining...
sounded a lot like this other game that I know.
I watched somebody else play that, and he said Dead by Daylight, and I was like, isn't that zombies?
Yeah.
That's not the same. I don't know. Sure.
So yes, that's
okay.
Yeah, it's a correction I needed to make. Was yes, Until Dawn, which is absolutely fantastic.
I don't know. I'm just like, I don't have interest in that sort of thing, I suppose.
No, it's not your thing. It's not your thing.
I just like horror video games. I can't do because I'm always like, oh, something's gonna pop out right now. Oh, look, there it is.
Well, yeah, and the jump scare is actually the cheapest form of horror.
Oh,
because all it is,
God.
it's building sensory overload. Like it applies to your fight or flight trigger. It's like, oh, if everything is quiet and something is really loud all of a sudden with no trigger warning, it's like, yes, you are going to jump, and you might do a eek or a ah! It's like, no, that's literally ingrained into biology. It's the cheapest form of a scare.
That's how you don't die in real life bad situations. Like that's why you have that. I don't know.
Well, okay,
I don't know. I just never.
No, but there's no. That's the cheapest form of scare. My younger brother, Zipper Tidy, was telling me a story of. I think I've talked about this on one of the previous episodes,
Maybe.
but where he was camping and encountered a mountain lion.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, where it's like he can hear it, and he can hear it going through his stuff.
Yeah.
And he knows it's around him.
It's like,
and if he makes any noise, he's probably going to end up in a newspaper article. Like, like that is very, very different than a jump scare. Like that's,
that's
being
like,
scared in a different way.
Yeah, that's like,
but
I could be dead pretty soon.
But to the animalistic sense, it's like if you're scared, you're gonna yell. It's like, well, sometimes if you're scared, you don't want to.
Yeah, you make no noise.
Yeah, and there's some of the stuff that in that game that is jump scares. Like one of the mechanics is like holding the controller still.
Oh, see, I couldn't do that because I'm shaking all the time.
Well, don't tell anyone, and if you're listening, whatever, you can lay it on the floor.
Oh my God. No.
But it's played through the PS5 and the Xbox One, and it has like gyroscopic control, so like it can tell if you're
if you're moving
and you're shaking.
That reminds me of I duped the Wii Fit board once because there was this game on Wii Fit. Or one of the Wii boards, I don't remember.
Put a can of soup on it.
But it was like the Lotus game or whatever, and it was supposed to be like a meditation thing, so you're supposed to be as still as possible.
Yeah,
and not have the candle waver or whatever.
Yeah, and there's there's jump scares that happen.
Yeah, so I had like measured out precisely the amount of books
that you weigh
to how much I weighed. So I just set the books on the thing. And I got like the record or whatever, and it's like, I didn't do anything. So yes, that reminds me of that. Do you have anything else?
I have a few things, but I can go through them pretty quick. One of them is actually probably a future topic, which is the game Stray that just came out.
Oh, okay, yeah, we'll have to get that.
If we rolled games, I would much rather talk about that in depth because that game is fantastic, and I have a lot to say about it. The other thing that I didn't want to touch on, we're kind of out of time for this segment, but I'm consuming it because it's kind of a long drag. The first week in July, which is now a month ago, well, almost a couple weeks ago, was GDQ, which is Games on Quick. It's a charity event that is speedrun video games.
Oh, and I think I've heard of that one now that you say that. It's
actually fantastic. And so they get like all of these they're now like all these people, they're Twitch streamers, but they'll gather people from different speedrunning communities for different games because they kind of have their own sub communities. So one of the most popular ones are Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time. Yep. Those are like huge in speedrunning. Also Mario 3 is really, really big. But they'll also be like modern games that they just found that there's a time aspect built into it. This year, one of the big ones was Elden Ring, actually, which just came out last year. And Portal 2, there was some big things. But to keep things fresh, GDQ, the company that kind of runs this whole thing, they don't want to do like the same games over and over again. Yeah. So there's not always going to be like a Mario 64 speedrun unless like something new is discovered in this thing. But the whole event is actually awesome because it's ran through Twitch and YouTube, and there's a system that is built in for the donations. So you can actually, hey, I know this streamer that's doing this speed run. I'm going to donate them $5. All the money that's raised for GDQ goes to Doctors Without Borders. And this year, it runs for 1 week. So it's 7 days, but it's 7 full days, 24/7. Like there's
all the time.
Yep. So they'll do like kind of cool blocks where it's like, no one's going to be up for this one, but it's kind of a cool thing. And this guy applied to do the speed run, so we'll run it for him. So for 7 straight days of constant donations, they raised $3 million.
Ooh, my God!
And a lot of that's actually going to the relief efforts in Ukraine, which is awesome. So there's actually an ambassador for Doctors Without Borders that was at the event, and at the end during the closing ceremonies, they said all of the money that you guys raised this year, in this 1 week, was everything that we spent last year in Egypt, like in just one country. Yeah. So it's actually insane. It's just a bunch of nerds just hanging out. Raising money for a good cause. So I definitely wanted to shout that out. And I find speedrunning fantastic. Yeah. Because it directly attacks one of the coolest axioms in video gaming to me, which is you don't have to learn how to play the game. You just have to learn how to break the game. Yep. And that's exactly what they do. GDQ, that was last year. It's all the speedruns are actually on YouTube, so you can watch them. And they're awesome. They do one in the summer and they do one in the winter. So this was SGDQ, which is Summer Games Done Quick. Before we switch over, there's one last thing that I want to talk about, and that was another YouTuber that I follow. His name is Michael Cthulhu. He does swordsmithing for a lot of like...
Yeah, I follow him on Facebook, and I have for a long time, because he did a massive Ichigo Kurosaki blade like ages ago.
Yeah, he's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
And he also does stuff for really, really kind of cool charities. He actually has done charity builds for Doctors Without Borders as well. One I almost bought. I really should have. He did the Buster Sword from Advent Children, and that is probably one of the most beautiful works of art I've ever seen him do. But for Pride Month, he did. He called it the Big Gay Sword.
Yep.
Wait, did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. So he's an arcsmith. So he uses a welder and a grinder, and he doesn't do the whole forging and blacksmithing and stuff like that. But he's a very, very accomplished welder. So he wanted to do a rainbow sword, and so he found a way to treat the metal in the sword to make it multicolored.
Yeah.
And it was absolutely fantastic. And he then auctioned off the sword for a charity called the Hope Church, which basically is, I don't want to get too religious or too political, but the word Christian means to be to be a miniature version of Christ. Christian, INS, means small. And I don't know, the book that I read that was called the Bible made this guy seem like he was all for the little people and the poor and the marginalized, and that's just their idea. It's like, you can be a drag queen and be a minister is the idea of the Hope Church. So it's like, okay, I can understand where you're coming from for that. It's like,
Yeah.
there's enough love in the world for everybody. We can do this. So I'll support that.
Yeah. Right on. Let's talk about what we're drinking quick.
Yeah. We did go a little bit over for that.
Yeah. So I'm drinking some mystery gin that my husband made me. He didn't make the gin, but he made me the drink. And the Kentucky Tangerine Cream ale,
that I end up picking up.
which is actually pretty dope. It's not super tangerine-y.
It's tangerine. Like, it's not for me though.
Yeah.
Like, I like how it's like the subtle orange.
But it definitely has that Kentucky cream taste to it, and I really like that.
Yeah. No. I was because this is actually one of my favorite segments on the show that we do. And people have told me, it's like, no, I like when you talk about your drinks. So I was at Hayit, and I was looking, and I couldn't find anything compelling. So I went into the beer cave, and I was like, what do we have here? And up on this top shelf, where I wasn't supposed to actually get to it, was this 6-pack of Kentucky Tangerine.
I wonder if it's new or old.
I don't know.
They don't have expiration dates on. Oh, maybe it does. I can't read it though.
Is it because you're illiterate, or
no, it's just half rubbed off. But also because I'm illiterate. I can't read.
But I'm not usually a huge fan of fruity beers and stuff like that. So I was like, I should probably get a backup, something that I know. But I rolled the dice a second time, and I am drinking the Lizard King from, what is his brewing company? Pipeworks. Yeah. The can is very, very aggressive.
Yeah, it's
and it is is it a juicy IPA? Some type of IPA. Oh, a Mosaic. So it's got a bunch of different hops in it. So maybe if you want to try, you can try. But I know you're going to lie because you don't like IPAs. You don't like hops.
Yeah, surprisingly, with all of the earthy things that I
know,
like to eat and drink, IPA does not do it for me.
Try to just smell it, because
but they always smell bad. Yeah, it smells bad.
Okay,
I will take a sip anyways, because I will try new things even though I know I won't like it, but it's best to try it anyways. Actually, it's not terrible.
Yeah. When you first crack it open, to me, it smelled like just raw tea. It was very, very earthy.
Kind of smells like dirty sock smell now, though.
Oh, yeah, that's what hops smell like.
Nope. It was
Not a fan?
It didn't have the bitter to it, though, and I don't like that about the IPAs.
This one, it's a lot smoother. You gotta get a taste out of your mouth taking a drink.
Yeah, it tastes like dirty sock smell. So if I didn't have that aftertaste, I would maybe drink one.
Yeah,
but that aftertaste is real bad.
Yeah, it's not bitter like some IPAs are.
Yeah.
It's almost like borderline on like sour, but sour like a lemonade is sour, as opposed to like how vinegar is sour.
Sure. Okay.
You don't get that? Okay.
So now we're to our ad space, and I'm gonna advertise
Me.
well, technically me. October 8th at 6 p.m. at the District Events Center. There'll be some rock bands playing, including mine.
Yeah.
So come if you want to. I think we're doing it's either $10 or $15 cover charge. I don't remember.
Yeah. So is it a 18 plus show or is it 21 plus show?
No, it's an all ages show. I think.
Oh, but they are doing booze.
They're doing booze. Yes.
Okay.
So bring your friends, please.
Yep.
Come see us.
No, there's how many bands are going there?
4.
4. So it's you guys, Arcane Radio, Cold Sweat.
Yeah, we got Joe Ickler again.
Oh yeah, he's like the one man band.
Yeah, and then it's us.
He's pretty good. He was awesome to watch.
Then it's us. Then it's Arcade Radio, and then it's Cold Sweat.
Yep. And Arcane Radio and Cold Sweat can put on a fucking show. But you guys have kind of you've been in a bit of a renaissance. Like since your first show, you guys have been in writing mode.
Yeah, trying to.
Yeah.
But yeah. So the song we're working on now.
Are you going to drop that on us on the show?
Different from the one that I was working on earlier. So I don't know what we're gonna end up with, but we'll get something in there at least. But yeah, come see us out there. I mean, we'll both be there, and some of the other crew of ragtags will be along.
Yeah.
as well.
So I mean, we'll autograph your shit.
Yeah, yeah. You just gotta tell me which one you want. So yeah, so we'll do that for the ad space for a little while.
Okay. Are you paying us?
I am paying myself. Yes.
Okay. Oh well.
Yep. On to
now that
the
we've
roll.
gone far too long. We didn't even talk about the fucking race we just watched, but that's fine.
Yeah, it wasn't even. It's fine. Let's just not.
That was hilarious because Ferrari got a Ferrari. But
Yeah,
yes.
Ferrari.
Bivalves.
Bivalves. Ferraris, bivalves. All right. So, bivalves are a class of marine and freshwater mollusks. Mollusks. I'm going to have a fun time pronouncing shit this time. Mollusks.
It's like the sound of like a mouse like running across like wood floors. No? Okay.
I don't know. Sure. So they are categorized by being a compressed body in a shell consisting of 2 parts. So they're smooshed in their little shells.
Do you know where they land on the taxonomic tree? Is the whole thing?
You just said words, and I don't know.
No, so all life on Earth, due to the data miners, who are scientists, they have it broken down into kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species.
Oh, okay.
Which is very easy to remember by the what the hell is it? The mnemonic device. King Philip crosses oceans for great success.
I don't think that's what ours was, but I don't remember what ours was.
Well, that's not how I learned it because my biology teacher in junior high was King Philip crosses oceans for girls.
Girls.
He was also he might have been a little bit of a creeper.
Was he old? Was he not old?
No, he wasn't.
Oh, he wasn't that old?
Yeah, he was.
So he was just a perv.
Maybe.
He's not a creeper yet. He's just a perv.
Actually, he's probably retired by now. It's been a minute since I was in junior high. But
no way.
no. But yeah, so bivalves, they're a class of life as opposed to. So they're actually pretty high up there. There's a lot of things. Well, they're under the phylum Mollusca, so mollusks. So they're
Why do we have to have different names for the same things?
Because all the scientific nomenclature has to be in Latin, so that way it's universal. I mean, it could be in English and be universal.
I mean,
which would you rather?
None of the above. Let's make up new languages that are universal.
Yeah, so the fauna mollusca actually includes pretty much everything in the ocean that's not a fish.
Oh, so even like coral and shit? Or is that their own?
Yep. No, coral is considered a mollusk. So are octopus, squids, slugs, snails, and sea cucumbers and starfish. Like everything that's not a fish that's in the ocean is pretty much a mollusk.
What a bunch of dumbasses.
However,
anyway.
the ones that have the two shells are bivalves.
Yes, those are bivalves. Or bivalvia?
Bivalvia.
Bivalvia.
Yep. That's class name.
Yeah, sure. The majority of them are filter feeders. So what they do is they suck water in and eat the stuff that's in the water.
Yep. And then,
Yum, yum, yum,
and
yum.
then just... They're smokers.
Yep. Most of them bury themselves in sediment to avoid predators, like sea stars, apparently, are jerks to them.
Unless you're a clam and you're just a Chad and you just hang out.
Their shell is made up of calcium carbonate and 2 valves, usually. And then these shells are obviously connected by a flexible ligament, so they can open and shut.
Mm-hmm.
The word bivalve comes from bis, meaning
2.
and oh god, I can't read my own handwriting. Valva,
which means leaf.
leaves of a door.
Yep. So it's 2 doors.
So creative. Anyway, now to scallops.
Oh, well, I had a bunch more going on.
Oh, okay, fine. Carry on.
So yes, they're pretty much everything that's in the sea that's not a fish. There are 160 different families of these things with, I think did I have that wrong or had that right? I think it's 2,900 different species.
Do you also have trouble reading your own handwriting?
No, because I corrected it, but I think I corrected it wrong. Because I had it at 9,200 species, and I was like, I don't think that's right. So they were first recorded in the fossil record 500 million years ago during the Cambrian explosion, which is when pretty much all life went from being simple cell, like single cell or very few celled things, to being complex life.
You motion at them like they were big single cell things.
I gotta talk with my hands. Okay, so in the almost the cartoonization of these things, you always think a clam like that's their mouth.
Yeah, it's not though.
No.
It's just like their body.
It's not.
flailing.
It's like a clam or a mussel. Their shell is essentially their rib cage.
Yeah.
Like that's how they breathe. Is they'll open up and draw water in, and then
it's like they don't open like drastically.
Yeah,
either.
it's just
like a
little
little bit of movement,
Yep.
except for with scallops. But we'll get to that.
Yep. So yeah, it's definitely not their mouths. They actually have just basically 2 little tubes that kind of just hang out.
Little tubes, and they go.
Yep. But the reason why their shells open is because on the inside they have their gills, because they're aquatic, so they get oxygen from the water. And their shells that cover them grow periodically, so you can actually tell how old they are.
So it's like rings of a tree where like every ridge you could see like how old they are basically by how many times they've grown, which is crazy.
And because these things live so long, you can also tell like how abundant life is in certain years.
Oh yeah, because like it'll be more.
Yeah, it'll be like a thicker ring because they ate more.
Yeah.
And they grow from like the outside. Like they grow from like there's like a leading edge. That's where they grow from, and that is called the mollusk. The mollusk mantle. So it's kind of like the squishy body
Squish, squish, squish.
So like the very edge of the squishy body is connected to the leading edge of the shell.
Mm-hmm.
That's why if you actually like open a clam or anything all the way, that's actually deadly to them because you're ripping their body apart.
Yeah.
So they're actually almost a lot like snails in the same way. You never want to pick up a snail by the shell.
Yeah, because you could crush their spinal network, basically.
Yeah, like you're ripping half their body off.
Yeah, yeah. That's not good.
Yep. What else do I have for cool things? Pretty much, yeah, you kind of covered all the basics. Yeah, right, cool. 2 siphons, 1 in, 1 out.
Yeah, 1 in, 1 out. Now to the tastiest of them, in my opinion.
That's debatable.
No. No, it's not. Absolutely not. So, you good old boys, scallops, which I personally like quite a bit.
They are quite delicious.
They're good eats. So they're found in all of the world's oceans, but never in fresh water.
Oh, so cold and warm water both?
Yeah.
Wow.
All over the place. They are one of the few bivalves that are basically free to wander because they can swim short distances, but short distances as at a time, they can swim far. Like overall.
They're shells.
Yeah. Bitches,
They can swim?
Bitches can swim.
Okay.
Yeah, so, okay. I will try to demonstrate to you
audibly
how scallops swim. If you ever have the time, look up a video, because Jesus fuck, it's hilarious. But, so they have their 2 shells, and what they do is basically use, like, jet propulsion. So they suck in the water, and then push it out the back. So they're just like... So it's like... They just fucking swim! They're basically just, like, clapping their shells together, and they're swimming.
That's fantastic. No, I got the picture in my head. So it's like if you clap your hands in the water, you can feel like the rush of water going out through between.
Yeah, and that's how they swim.
But they just do it like in a controlled way that they can.
Where's my YouTube? I know I've looked it up before.
Well,
it's so fucking
the
funny.
YouTube doesn't help the listeners.
Well, they can look it up at the same time that I'm looking it up right now. I wonder if this... I hope that sound doesn't play.
So...
Where is it?
I do know that a lot of the... Well, not a lot of the mollusks,
okay.
but bivalves, they don't have eyes, but they have like pressure sensors.
Scallops have eyes!
Wait, they do?
Yeah! They have simple eyes, so they're reflector eyes. So
so they can see light and dark.
If you would look into their pupils, you could see exactly what they're seeing, but flipped.
Oh.
Because they're reflector eyes. And they can have up to 200 of them.
Where are they on them?
They're like on the brim of their shell.
Okay, so it's like it's still like part of the mantle, part of the leading edge.
Yeah. So they'll grow out with, but yeah.
Oh, okay. So she's got a video of these things, and that's so weird. It's like, it's like almost like a castanet.
Like, it doesn't look like it should be real.
Yeah,
but they're just going.
But
there's a bunch of them.
No, and there's a lot of them on the thing. It almost looks like a swarm of like bugs or something at night, where they're just moving around.
Yeah, they're just like, whoop, 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 whoop.
I was like,
oh fuck, I love scallops so much.
I didn't know that was a thing. That's amazing.
Yeah. And if you see like a shell in like anywhere, like just a shell representation, it's probably actually a scallop shell.
Really?
Yeah. So like the basic ass logo that you use for a seashell.
Oh yeah, where it's like the
That's
almost like a quarter moon, and it's got like the lines.
Yeah.
Like radially.
Yeah. And then it's got the little 2 bits at the end.
Yeah. The 2 diamonds at the bottom.
That's probably like the scallop shell is the most popular seashell looking thing.
Really?
Besides, like a conch shell.
Yeah.
That's the other one.
That's the spiral with the spikes.
Yeah, so they're usually a lighter color, and the inside of it is a bright reddish orange color. But you see them everywhere.
I thought there was like the outsides are white, or is that just like a fossilization or like some type of bleaching?
Yeah, like they vary in color where they're from, but the inside's always brightly colored. The largest number of them live in the Indo-Pacific region. I'm trying to think of where that is right now.
It'd be in between like Indonesia, like on the Indian Ocean side, and like where the Pacific Ocean is. So it'd be like kind of the southwest Pacific Ocean.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're damn delicious. The part that we actually eat is like the abductor muscle, basically, the white squishy bit. Mm-hmm. There's some other stuff in there, but that's the part that we nom on.
How big do these things get? Do you know?
Oh gosh, I think they vary in size too, where they're from.
Okay, so depending on
depending on where they are and what's going on. But yes, they're very delicious. I like personally putting them in butter and baking them, and then putting some pepper on them and calling it good. But if you overbake them, they're very like, I don't know, they're not the right texture. Like it has to be enough of a stringy texture still.
Yeah. So it's almost like like good crab legs or something like that.
Yeah. Basically any seafood type thing.
Like if it's overcooked, then it's like kind of rubbery and it doesn't like
it doesn't go as good.
And he's like chew in like a very like consistent way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want it to be stringy.
Yeah. But yeah, that is the scallops for you.
Well, I feel like we've got a little bit enough time. I could talk about the ocean dicks that I was going to talk about.
The geoducks. They look like, I watched a video on somebody, just like randomly popped up on my Facebook because I was watching fish related things to cook. And I was like, how to cook a geoduck. And the whole time I was like,
they are actually the dicks of the
that
sea.
Doesn't look like I should eat it.
So with all bivalves, they have a siphon that, they take ocean water in. And
that looks like a dick.
It looks like a dick. And then what's really hilarious is so they're bivalves, so they have shells, but they're small and only on the bottom side.
Yeah.
So it looks even more phallic. They only live in extremely wet sands because...
Isn't most sand wet?
I don't know. Do you think the sand in the Sahara Desert is very wet?
Maybe.
Okay. So it has to be a place where like the tide is very, very consistent, which is the Pacific Northwest all the way down to the Baja of California. So they have to be like in water, but they only live in sand. And then they have their long and thick siphons to go up to the surface, and that's how they filter feed.
That seems pretty picky for a thing that looks like a dick. Maybe they should be less picky about where they live.
Yeah. So they can be up to 18 inches or 500 centimeters long. And yeah, they live burrowed. They're actually closely related to saltwater clams. So they won't survive in like a river. They have to be, it has to be saltwater. A group of geoducks is called a bag. So yes.
Thanks, I hate it.
It's a bag of dicks.
Big old bag of dicks.
And they're actually harvested because they're good eating because they're the siphonophore type.
I wonder who first laid eyes on
Saw
one of
that and
those.
said, I could cook it. Eat
Yeah, I'm gonna eat that.
You'll be happy or terrified to know that in Chinese, Eastern medicine, you eat these as an aphrodisiac.
No surprise. No, I like the recipe lady that I was watching, just like cut it up and popped it in her mouth, and I was like,
raw? Okay.
I hate this so much.
They also have a defense mechanism where if you do see them on the surface, there's just going to be like the tip of their siphon. They're actually full of water because they're constantly filter feeding. But if they're discovered, then they will shoot all the water out and then shrink down.
How much did you enjoy researching this?
No, it was absolutely a great adventure. No, they're the dicks of the sea.
Oh, God damn it. Too bad there's not like a rated R tag that we can slap on
Well,
this.
we're already explicit.
Fair enough.
You can actually get quite a lot of stuff from them because they're so big. And Chinese eat them because they look like a penis.
They look like dicks.
So yes, thank you for choosing bivalves for this.
Oh, thanks.
I had a great time.
I want to die now. Jesus Christ. I should have seen that coming, but I didn't really think about that. And you even told me the other day, like, you were doing geoducks. I was like, oh yeah, cool. I know what a geoduck is. And then I didn't even like, oh yeah, bag of dicks.
Yep. No. The fact that they're taxonomic, like a flamboyance of flamingos or parliament owls. No, it's a bag of dicks.
Bag of dicks. Their name is just real fucking dumb too.
Yeah, it's GEODUCKS.
Yeah,
because
gooey ducks. Like, what in the fuck?
Well, it comes from I can't think of the name of the tribe that was on the Pacific Northwest, but it's actually like an Aboriginal word.
Okay,
and that's why it doesn't make any sense
all
when
right.
you read it.
Fine.
Yeah. It's like geoducks. What?
Yeah, I think that's like the first time I saw. I was like, geoducks. What are those? And I expected like actual ducks.
Nope. Instead,
Not a dick.
Instead, you got sea dicks
in a shell. Dick in a shell. Well, this is fantastic.
It is fantastic.
And I was being all informational.
So was I.
With one of my lovely foods that I like. And we just get sea dicks. Okay, fine. Sure. It's fine.
All right. Well, let's roll for next week. Let's see if I can phallicise this.
More dicks. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Do I have the volume on? No, I do not.
Please land on games. I need you to play Stray.
I don't know if I have the time this week.
I'll buy it for you.
I don't know if you can't buy me more time, sir.
No.
That would
I
be
can buy your games.
That would be the issue with that.
You landed on games, didn't you?
Son of a bitch.
Let's go.
All right, if you buy it, I will play it one night this week.
Okay.
I don't know which night.
Okay.
Probably tomorrow.
I will buy you the game Stray.
Okay, so we will do... I need your pen after you're done with it.
Okay.
Because, actually, it'll probably be either tomorrow or Thursday.
Okay.
We'll have to do that. Because I'm guessing we're going to go back to Fridays after this.
Hopefully. Oh, we didn't even.
We can talk about that now.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Let me look again because I think we were almost at 255.
Well, before Spooky spoiled it, I wanted to celebrate the fact that we got to 250 listens on our podcast, which, thank you, you magnificent bastards. I love you.
Yeah, thanks for listening to our dumb little project. We've had such a good time making it.
Yep. No, like
what?
I never like felt like satisfied like in life ever before because I live a shitty existence.
What the fuck?
No, it's this is. I think this might be the first thing that I put work into that didn't benefit someone else.
I mean, that's not technically true because it benefits
you.
me.
Oh, fuck you. Well, it's like, okay, the more work that I do at work, it just benefits the billionaires that own my company.
It's like, we don't really technically get money for this. So this is literally just for our fun.
Yeah.
So it's way more satisfying than like I feel like it's more satisfying than getting money for something. I don't know. Maybe that opinion will change in the future, but still.
The reward center of my brain is firing differently. Well, no, because every time I go to work, it's like, what brings you to work? My paycheck. I mean, what gets you out of bed in the morning? My alarm clock.
Yeah. Yet again, me paycheck, me need for survival.
Yeah, it's like, why do you want to work for this company? I got this real desire for food.
Yeah. It's like, well, what's your reason for making a podcast? Because we just like talking a lot, apparently.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
Yeah, and hitting 250 listens.
Yeah, let me see if it's 250.
I don't know. I'm smiling a lot. I'm pretty happy with that. And again, thank y'all. Do you think it went up in the last week?
Well, I know it was at 254. Yeah, it's just at 254.
Okay.
So we'll get more tomorrow probably. Because everybody listens during the week.
Yeah.
During work. But yeah. Thank you again. If you would like to, you can support us for our equipment at patreon.com/randomroulette or follow us on Facebook or Instagram. Mostly to keep updated on like when we change release dates and such. Because that's where we'll put that information.
Or you can also stand on your front porch and scream into the void, and we'll try to hear you. Yeah.
Or you could go to Mr. Snore's front lawn and scream into his Nest. Or he has a Nest camera?
It's a Nest camera.
Yeah, scream into his Nest camera what you would like for us to do. And we'll try to do
make
that.
an episode on it.
But yeah. I don't know. You can contact us. We won't be...
you know where to find us.
We don't bite hard around here. Have you heard that thing where it's like...
Do you bite? No. No, it's okay. I don't bite. Do you stab?
I don't bite.
I don't bite.
Yep. Anyway, that's probably about it for us tonight because it's 10 p.m. on a school night, kids.
It is, yeah.
Make sure you get enough sleep.
Get to bed.
Damn it. Nobody's probably listening at this hour, but get more sleep, damn it.
Even if you listen to us at like noon on like a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Get some sleep.
Get more sleep. You probably need it. I definitely need it. Actually, probably not after day. I slept in until like...
Oh, God damn it.
An hour that you don't
Okay, bro, we gotta wrap this up.
No, go fuck yourself.
Okay.
All right, fine. We'll end now. Stay hydrated. Get more sleep. Don't die. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.